What's up, guys? Dave from Six String Stanger. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a Q&A with Stanger. If you've seen it on my community tab, my Instagram, I put up maybe a couple weeks ago. Drop a question. You guys dropped questions, and yeah. So let's go ahead and start answering some of those. Let's jump right into it. First question comes from Grayson Waskaleski. He asks, if you could have your absolute dream guitar, what would it be and why? All right, I've had this question before, and Grayson, I think you're the one that asked it. I ain't sure. But, so I have thought about this quite a bit. I'm going to have to say, probably dream guitar-wise, to have. I mean, there's maybe others, but one would be the Frankenstein guitar, the EVH, Eddie Van Halen, of course. The Frankenstein guitar, you know, the actual replica of the one with the pickup missing, everything, a good old red, white, and black striped guitar. That would be an awesome thing. I think it's like $2,000 or $3,000, but I would never, of course, be able to afford that. But maybe someday, you never know. I would get over the fact that it's kind of a Floyd Rose type tremolo, I think. I'm not quite sure on that one, but anyway, I probably wouldn't play it too much. You know, I'd put it in a glass case and in hopes of one day getting the man to sign it. And it'd be worth a lot of money. That'd be a shrine, you know what I'm saying? That'd be awesome. Okay, next question comes from my son Boulder. You may know him as Zach if you watch my channel a lot. You know who he is. He asks, what's the first guitar you owned and what's your favorite XGear pedals? Good question. My very first guitar was an acoustic guitar. Actually, I got it off my dad, maybe like 10 or 11 years old. It was a harmony guitar. Strings were like that far off the neck. It was kind of difficult to play, especially when you're that young. But that guitar allowed me to figure out on one string, because I think I don't have like 4 strings on it. I was able to pick out Iron Man, Smoke on the Water, just your basic beginner stuff. But one string, it was just crazy. I thought I was the man, right? Later on, I think it was like when I was 14 or so, 15, one of my buddies had another guitar, or had a guitar, and it was electric. It was like a Fender Stratocaster type body. And so I traded him some video games, and I was able to get that guitar. I think it was a state-of-the-art guitar, and that's basically, it would be kind of like one of those guitars you get in a kit, for like a beginner with you get the amp, the bag, and all that stuff in the guitar. So it was relatively a cheap type of setup, but I mean, it was my first electric guitar, and I thought it sounded pretty good at the time. So yeah, those are my acoustic and electric first ones that I ever had. Kind of wish I had a rev one now. Oh well. Okay, next question. Andy Dion writes, how do you approach writing songs and or leads? That's a great question as well. I would have to say my approach to writing songs goes back and forth, but predominantly I would say a good drum beat is always my solution. It doesn't always start out with lyrics, even though there has been a few songs that I've done that I've come up with lyrics and things like that. But for me, a drum beat, find a good drum beat and a good, timing, like beats per minute, and just start riffing around the guitar. That's what I would normally do. Just try to come up with some good riffs. I try to get a riff and then another part for you got your verses and your chorus. If I can come up with those two things, then I'm golden. I would go ahead and record the drum, have the guitar part done, try to do the whole song that way. Not worry about leads or nothing like that at the time, because I'm not really a lead guy. There's a shocker. But then I would go back through, after that part's done, then I would usually concentrate on the lyrics of the song. And not really the lyrics at that point. I would concentrate on more on how the words would flow in the song. So I kind of would do a freestyle for a little bit, and then just kind of get a feeling of how I want the song to go. And then after that, then I'd start working on what I want the song to be about. So yeah, that's kind of like my way of doing it. There have been few songs where I've actually wrote lyrics before and then come up with a riff. To me, that's a little more difficult. you know, and I mean, I don't read music or anything, I just kind of play, so, but, yeah, all in all, I'd say bottom line, drum line first. I do know people use metronomes and things like that, and go from there. But, yeah, drum beating, you know, listen to a drum is more inspiring to me, and it helps me in that way. Maybe that'll help you. I don't know. You just kind of have to feel around. All right, next question comes from Captain Luca. Hi, Dave. Great idea. A Q&A board. Can you test your Yellow Explorer Flying V with Crush Overdrive and Max Metal by XGear, please? I think an XGear Contest, harder than rock, cutter than metal. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, I could probably do that in another video. I don't have things set up here. But yeah, that's an awesome idea. I might look into that, brother. Thank you. Okay, next question comes from Ant Creates. He asks, favorite guitar build and why? Okay, so he's referring to my DIY kits that I do, and some of them are, you know, not only kits, but they're, you know, some of them are rebuilds. So yeah, I'll give you an idea. 1 second. Okay, this one here probably would be maybe the top 2 that I've done that I really like. If you follow my channel at all, and maybe some of you are from Brad Angove, I had won this through Brad Angove's channel. He did a giveaway, and so I did one of his techniques actually, and he kind of he put it up on his channel because he was pretty impressed with it. I mean, he's done this soap. It was dish soap, and it's pretty cool. But his is a solid color, and I decided to do like neon greens and stuff, and then highlight it with black around the edges and things like that. Turned out really great. You know, it was better than what I thought. And to be honest with you, up to that point, I would have never ordered a Stratocaster type body. And it's not that I don't like Stratocasters. To me, personally, they're just kind of basic guitars. Just, you know, I mean, it's just like when you think of guitar, you think, oh, Stratocaster, Gibson, Les Paul, you know what I mean? That's why I like to do a barrage of different ones, you know, like Flying V's, Explorers, SGs, ML, all those. But that's what I liked about this one the most was I thought I would do something crazy with it, and it turned out really awesome. And it sounds really good. I even did the back plate there for the springs. So yeah, this was one of them, and I'll get the other one. Okay, so the other guitar that I was really happy with, it turned out, was this one here. This here is the ML Beast, and the reason why I like this one so much is because this is my first Crackle finish paint job. Turned out insane. Really do like how the Crackle turned out on this guitar. As you can see on the back, it's just insane. If I can get the light off of it. The Crackle's really tight in spots, and even on the sides here, it's kind of cool how it did it. It just kind of like faded in. You can see it on the sides, if I can get it out of the light. Just kind of looks like molten lava, and I just decided to keep the front like it is, you know. I didn't want to go over that flame top. But yeah, this one was really cool because I was excited about doing the Crackle finish, and it turned out really fun, or really nice and fun, of course, to do. But yeah, so that was awesome. Getting our shot of this back of the headstock here. I like the back of the headstock. This looks killer. Oh, I'm gonna bump things anyway. But yeah, awesome. Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna get into Cyber Evil. He's got multiple questions in here, so I'll try not to take too long on them. Okay, Cyber Evil writes, favorite color or colors for guitar? What strings do you use? Favorite pedals? What's your favorite pickups? What DAW is your favorite? What kind of pickups do you like the most? I could keep going. I think I'll quit and let someone else have a go. All right, Cyber Evil. That's a lot of questions, but we will get through them. So the first one he asked was favorite color or colors for guitar. I mean, I'm a sucker for like a real awesome flamed top or a curly maple or burl top, and an awesome color, or it could even be a natural color. in a nice binding with like black on the back or something like that. And for me, I love it when, if it's a solid color or something, just to incorporate that in the headstock as well. It's amazing. Like you've seen on the my Stanger caster that I call it, with the multiple colors, I incorporated that with the headstock. A lot of the DIYs that I do are like that, just because I love. I don't know. It's just like, you got your awesome shirt. You want your shoes to match, right? It just kind of ties in. But yeah, I'm a sucker for that, man. I love it when they tie in the colors together. It just makes it really, really sweet. As far as colors go, I don't know. As long as they tie in good. I mean, I like reds. I love blues. You get a certain type of yellows and things like that, man. They're just, I don't know. I'm not really too picky, but it's just got to look good. And if it's a two-tone, it's got to go together, man. But yeah, definitely whatever color the body is and the headstock match. Okay, his next question was, what kind of strings do I use? I use D'Addario strings. Okay, D'Addario strings are probably some of the best strings that I've ever used in my entire life. I started out, I think like a lot of people, if you're my age or close to my age, which I'm 47, you will know about Ernie Ball back in the day, back in the 80s. That's when I was playing, towards the end of the 80s into the 90s. Ernie Ball. That's all you ever heard of. Ernie Ball. That was just it. Like if you, I don't want to like, I guess diss them. I don't want to knock them down. And they've come out with a lot of other good strings by now. But I used to use the Super Slinky all the time. I used them for years. My only problem was I kept breaking strings. I don't know. I had other friends that used them constantly. Always broke a string. They'd be a practice, and there's their string. Great, need a D string. I need an A string. It's just, you would break an A string. I mean, come on. But yeah, I mean, they've obviously gotten a little better. I mean, their Cobalts and the Paradigms and all those. I've never tried those. I don't know if I will, but let me know what kind of strings you guys use down below. Maybe you got a better idea than D'Addario. I've always wanted to try like Elixir as well. I've never tried Elixir, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? D'Addario has been there for me. I've never had an issue, and when I switched from Ernie Ball to D'Addario, major tone difference for me in my ears. Might be all my head, but I can make harmonics pop off the neck. I mean, crazy. You give me something with Ernie Ball, it's a little more difficult for me. I don't know why. Like I said, it might be all in my brain. Who knows? But yeah, D'Addario for me, 1046. Okay, his next question was favorite pedals. Favorite pedals. I'm going to go with, you're talking about in general, like distortions, overdrives, things like that. So I'm going to go, if it comes to an overdrive or a distortion type pedal, I would probably go more distortion. Nothing against overdrive pedals, but there are some really good distortion pedals out there. And if you get the right ones and you tune it in just right, and sometimes even if you have a tube amp and you plug it in to the effects loop, you can get some really killer tones. I got the TS9 and things like that, but for overdrives, and I also have the XGear Crush overdrive. Amazing pedals, don't get me wrong, but a good, awesome distortion pedal is great. Effects pedals, I would be a sucker for like chorus pedals. I love chorus pedals, like on a nice clean tone, even on a distorted tone. If you tune it or set it up just right, you can get a really nice sound. Nice, super nice reverb. There's all kinds of reverb pedals out there. I think one's called the Immerse. I would love to have that pedal. Got a lot of super awesome sounds. Actually, I got some Behringer pedals that are reverb pedals that have a ton of different tones and sounds. I've done videos on. They are amazing. Any kind of reverb or chorusing pedal is awesome. Okay, his next question was, what is your favorite pickups? This one could get a little funny. Okay, so I really do. I really dig the Seymour Duncan. I have a JB set put in my very first Les Paul that I ever owned. Awesome. love those pickups. Just that clear, rock, raw, raunchy sound that you can get from them. Those are amazing pickups. I also have a set of Alpha Omega pickups, Seymour Duncan's, in my Mark Holcomb PRS. Those are amazing as well. They got a lot of light, tight crunch tones, and they're just really responsive. I like those as well. Also, between Seymour Duncan and I would probably go EMG. EMG 81, 85, 8160s. Those are very nice. I have quite a few guitars actually. I have my in the HZ. HZ is the non active. They're the passive pickup. They're amazing. I got that in my Zakk Wylde Les Paul Epiphone Custom, and they sound awesome. I have an LTD that has the 8160s in it. I have an 8185 that my Linda Sue Blue, my Les Paul one. They all sound amazing. So I'm gonna say those are my two favorite pickups of all times. I do want to try someday, like Fishman Fluence. I want to try Bare Knuckle. Those are the two that I really want to try, but they're so expensive, but there's a reason why they're expensive, right? His next question was, what is my favorite DAW? Digital Audio Workstation. Well, that's a no-brainer, buddy, because I haven't really used anything other than Studio One. I got the PreSonus DAW, and it goes right into Studio One, so I can't really say what my favorite is. I do want to try, like, I would like to get a Focusrite, maybe, try something else, but, I mean, and I haven't used Studio One like I really want to. I'm not very computer savvy. I have used it a few times on some videos that I've done, like some of my song performances that I've done on YouTube here. You can find those in my playlist. But as far as actually writing a song, I haven't really used it. Pretty sad, I know. But yeah, so for me, Studio One, that's what I'm currently have on my computer, and that's what I've used over the past, gosh, I've had that for at least 5 years now, maybe 6. So yeah, Studio One. Okay, so his last question was, what kind of picks do I use? Well, for the longest time, of course, when I first started out, it was just Fender picks or whatever, just like a medium or a thin or whatever at the time. Then I moved on for many, many years. I used the Jim Dunlop 7.3 mil. I like these. They got a little bit of flex to them. Not a bunch. I mean, they're not like super thin, but they're not. It's almost a medium, I guess. And I do like them because they got this nice grip right here at the top. You can see where you can just kind of hold on to it. So yeah, I love these picks. I played these for years. And not too long ago, I don't know, well, it's probably been a few years back, I got some Gravity picks as well. Gravity picks are really awesome. I never thought I'd play a 3 mil pick. Super sturdy. I mean, you can't even bend it. It's just how thick that is compared to the Jim Dunlop. You can't hardly see the Jim Dunlop. But anyway, these picks are awesome. I didn't really buy them. I kind of got like they offered a deal. You get like a sample pack. I got like 5 or 6 different picks. But yeah, I would definitely buy some more Gravity picks. They're very nice, well made. They're kind of etched on the edges to kind of give you that little bit of a little more bite sound to it. But if you're really wanting to dig in, you can get you a nice Gravity pick, and that'll definitely do the trick. But yeah, so pretty much like a Jim Dunlop Gravity pick type guy. I'd bounce back and forth sometimes. It depends on what I'm playing, honestly. Alright guys, that'll do. I thank you so much for the questions. I hope I answered them. I don't know, maybe I did or not. Luca, I thank you again. I apologize I didn't do it in this video. Like I said, I'm running kind of short on time. I didn't have anything set up as far as the guitars or the amps and the pedals and all that stuff. But we will do that in the future. Thank you so much for that, Luca. Everybody else, thank you for watching. Just to let you know, I do have merch down below. You can go and get you a nice shirt like this. Have several different colors, all kinds of sizes, for kids, adults, men, women. There's all kinds of other stuff there. Not only this font, but there's other fonts as well. Over 125 different items. That'll help support the channel and the things I'm doing. Also, there is a PayPal link down below if you want to help support the channel that way. Just letting you know they're there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Rock on, everybody. Don't forget, it's all about the music, and we'll see you very soon. Later.